Hi guys. So I'm just putting together some oriental kits for my Etsy shop, and I was about to pull apart these books, but I thought I would quickly stop and video them before I pulled them apart because they're just so gorgeous that I wanted people to see the whole book before it got pulled apart, because when you just see one page of a book, or even if I put multiple pages in a book, in a pack, you can't appreciate them unless you see the whole book. And I'll start with my favourite. If you've been with my channel a while, you may have seen this already. I did put some pages in some vintage paper packs a while back. And anyway, as you can see, I didn't use much of it. This is actually a 1942 dictionary. And I've had this for a long time, actually. I just thought it was so gorgeous. I couldn't pull it apart for the longest time, even though it was already damaged. So you can see it's got writing on it, and the cover is pretty mangled, and I think at the front it had some pages missing, and some loose signatures somewhere in there as well. But I did end up pulling it apart, as you can see. But I really love old books, and I'm an old book collector. So when I do find a little treasure like this, I mean, how often do you come across a 1942 dictionary? Not often, well, not where I live. So this was a little treasure for me, and I kept it for the longest time. I have a lot of books. I'm a big reader and an old book collector. My husband is a history buff who also loves reading. Plus, I have a junk journal addiction. So you can imagine our home is a little bit of a library, and there are books that I will happily pull apart. Books that are a dime a dozen, paperback novels, things like that. But books like this, or books that have a historical value, I suppose, not necessarily a monetary value, because I don't really sell old books. I mean, unless it's for craft, I put it in my Etsy. But usually once I acquire an old book, I will keep it forever. I did give a lot of old books to my daughter because she is also an old book lover. And James, I've picked up a few for you over the years, and I've got some still sitting here to send you. So yeah, I do love old books. I can't pull them apart if they're rare, or if they're in pretty good nick and they're very old. But anyway, this is 1942 dictionary. Oh, actually, when I said my house is like a library, they're kind of split into separate sections. So in the bedroom, there's a big bookshelf that did have my books on it, but it's slowly being taken over by my husband's books. And because he loves anything on World War One and World War Two, but primarily World War One, he those books, they're huge. They're like giant books, so they're taking up a lot of space. So I have my separate bookshelf, his, plus another one of mine that he's taking over. I've got a separate little trinket cabinet that has things in it that people send me that are special, or it's got my rock collection. It's got a few little old books in there. The rest of my old books are on just a regular bookshelf. All of my reading books are on my regular bookshelf, and every now and then I just go through those. I donate most of them back to the op shop, and some I'll bring into my craft room to chop up for journals and that sort of stuff. And then you've got my craft journals, my craft books, which are in my craft room. And yeah, they're the ones that, I kind of don't care if I cut them up. There are a few old children's books in my craft room that I've taken off my old bookshelf collection, but I still can't pull them apart. So every now and then I just put a few old children's books into my Etsy shop. And yeah, I did actually do a live video ages ago doing a flip through of some of them. And I was with the intention of putting them into my Etsy shop, and I think I put like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 in, and then the rest I decided not to. I couldn't part with them, but yeah, they went back into my old book collection. But eventually I'll probably get rid of the children's book ones because yeah, I've got no room. Anyway, so this one did come out of my old book collection into my craft room because it's damaged, and I don't know, I just thought it was better for people to maybe use it in their journals and it sit on my shelf. And it's a Chinese dictionary. It's not like I can actually read it or do anything other than look through it. Yeah, I love dictionaries. I know it's a crazy thing. James recently said to me when I was at an op shop, James is my friend. Hi, James. He recently said to me, stop buying dictionaries because when I see them, if they're old, I must buy them. Anyway, so I thought I'll show you this. Look at the little pictures. It's so cute. I absolutely love this dictionary. I can't tell you how hard it was for me to pull this apart, even though it was already damaged. But really, really gorgeous. So yeah, this one I've already pulled apart. Like I said, I put some pages in a some vintage paper packs a while back. Okay, so that's that one. This one is also very old. I have a Chinese friend that I send pictures to. I take a photo and text message it to him, and I always ask him what's the name of the book and what year is it, and some information about it. Because yeah, it's Chinese, I can't read it. But anyway, I sent him a copy of this book, and I was showing him the pages. So I usually send him a picture of the cover, you know, the first few pages, and in this case, the back pages, just with some information on there so he can, you know, figure it out. Oh my gosh, I can't open these pages. I'll show you why in a minute. Oh no, that one's stuck to the back. Yeah, so back page and everything. Anyway, so I sent him some pictures of the text as well, and he said, oh, this one's really old because of the style of the writing. The fact that it was written vertical instead of horizontal. He said that's very old Chinese, and some of the words I can't understand. And anyway, he was talking to me about it, and he's saying, where did you find this book? You know, some of the words we don't even use anymore, and we wouldn't write that or say that kind of word anymore. It's very old style. Anyway, we kept talking about it, and I sent him some more pictures, and then finally he said, oh my gosh, that's not even Chinese, it's Japanese. And anyway, we had a good giggle about it because yeah, he did think it was a really old style Chinese, not Japanese. He took him quite a while for it to dawn on him. And I always joke to him because he's been in Australia now for maybe 15 years, and I used to work with him, and I always joke to him that he's not a proper Chinese guy. Anyway, it was just a really funny, when it dawned on him, we had a good laugh about it. Anyway, he said from what he can make out, this has something to do with the weather. But he wasn't quite sure. He couldn't read it. But I wanted to show it to you because, well, one, look at the pages. The vertical writing is just, it's so beautiful. And I love the script or the font or whatever you may call it in Chinese, but you know, it looks like it's been written with a pen, you know, like handwritten with a quill or something. It's just really beautiful. Also, I don't know if you can see the binding. Sorry, I was sitting down to stay off my foot, so I can't see my camera. It's probably been blurry the whole time because I'm flicking it around, but the binding, I'm not sure what the name of this binding is. I should know. I have done this kind of binding before. I can't think of it. Anyway, it's really beautiful. I just love it. And it feels like a handmade book and handmade paper. It's very rough, dry paper. You can kind of feel the fibers in it. Really beautiful. But also the pages, they're like these double pages. Let me just show you what I mean. I may have shown this book in a haul video a while back. I'm not sure. But look at the pages. So they're actually folded into the spine of the journal instead of the other way around, kind of backwards to what we would normally do. But isn't it gorgeous? I just really love this. This is one as well. I kind of have trouble cutting up. I don't know, just because it's so unique to me and so lovely. It's very yellowed, as you can see. But again, what am I going to do with it other than let it sit on my shelf? So you can see the stains and everything in there. But I love it. It's really beautiful. Feels really beautiful. Anyway, so haven't decided if I'll cut that one up yet. Probably, but not sure yet. Okay, so this one, this is not old, but I just thought it was so fun that I thought I'd show you. I didn't send my friend a copy of this one, so I'm not sure what it's about. But look how cute the cover is. Just so gorgeous. And it just looks like such a fun book. Okay, let me get up here so you can see. I love the writing. I love the little pictures. Look, how cute is that? Anyway, I just thought that was a really fun book. So this one I have no problem pulling apart, this one for journals. Anyway, just thought that was kind of cute. Okay, and these ones, I've got 3. Now, I haven't sent these to him either to see what they are, but looking at them like this, they look like encyclopedias or something. Mind you, I don't know if this is Chinese either. It may not be. But I always send them to him and then he tells me what language it is. But really gorgeous. Anyway, I'll just show you one. It's got nice end pages. And this one as well. The paper feels really nice. Almost like a really thin rice paper. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really nice paper. Now, I'm not sure what this is about, but look, isn't it gorgeous? The whole book. Should probably go the other way, shouldn't I? Just thought it was really really unique, and I thought these would be awesome pages in Oriental journals, and even just to make envelopes and embellishments and pockets and stuff, because they're all in these little squares, little rectangles. I just love how all the pictures look, you know, like they've been sketched instead of, you know, glossy, colourful pictures. Look at these. Really, really gorgeous. Now, Sue Freeman and Karen Munro, I previously said I was sending you some Oriental pages, but this is why I haven't sent you your Happy Mail yet, because I keep pulling out more stuff to either pull apart or consider pulling apart, and then I think, oh, I'll just hold your package until I put one of these in and one of those in. But I should just send the damn thing and be done with it. But yeah, I always think, oh, but you might like some of this or that. Look at these. Isn't that gorgeous? Just love them. I think they're so beautiful. Anyway, so yeah, bit of a video about nothing, but I really wanted to show you these before I pulled them apart, because I just think they're super awesome, and you don't often see books like this. Well, I don't, and I look at a lot of books. Anyway, that's it, and yeah, I haven't finished pulling stuff out for the Oriental kit, so I can't tell you when they'll be, but I may just also put some paper packs. I don't know if anyone wants just papers out of books like this, but or they want whole packs, but yeah, if you're interested, just message me. But the packs themselves, they'll be in my Etsy in the next, I don't know, week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know. I don't want to promise dates because I'm so unreliable at the moment. The only thing I am reliable at is actually sending out my Etsy orders. Everything else, forget it. Okay, so anyway, that's it, and thanks for watching. And if you can read this and you know what it is, let me know. I would love to know, and I would love to know what year it is, because it feels awesome. This one I know. I'd love to know what this one is as well. You probably have to pause it on the page to have a read. Oops. Would help if I put it in camera frame. Yeah, if you know what this one is about, if you're Japanese, let me know as well. Okay, and that's it. Thanks for watching.